John Pendergast was transported from Ireland to Australia in 1800. Convicted of a political crime. Was he involved in the Irish Rebellion? Obviously an industrious and resourceful worker, his name appears on the Pioneers Honours Board at Windsor, where he lived and is buried in the family vault. One of John's grandsons, Patrick, married Margaret Manning in 1861 and raised 8 children. The second youngest of those children being Beatrice Kathleen. In 1853, George Gray, an immigrant from England, married Elizabeth Baker at Wagga Wagga. George was the first licensee of the Red Lion Hotel in Edward Street.
Just to keep the missus and the kids in grub, I saved up my money and I went to board a pub. Name of the pub is the Old Red Lion. Don't call there for old lang syne. So next time you're in the neighbourhood, whether you're short at all, you'll be as welcome as the flowers in May if you'll only give a call at the Old Red Lion. Pop into the Old Red Lion. There you'll find me behind the bar, swaggering about with a fat cigar. Barmaids there, young and fair, so to keep your eye on. Don't have a tinny at the fighting brains. Pop into the Old Red Lion at the Old Red Lion. Pop into the Old Red Lion. There you'll find me behind the bazaar, swaggering about with a fat cigar. Barmaids there, dark and fair, so to keep your eye on. Don't have a tinny at the fighting. Pop into the Old Red Lion.
The Gray family home was situated next door to the hotel, on the corner of Flinders and Edward Streets. George died in 1884. Elizabeth lived until 1906. A new hotel was built on the site of the home, the licence being transferred from the Red Lion. The new hotel was called the Federal. It still exists with modifications and is now known as the Imperial. Henry, the oldest child of George and Elizabeth, married Emma Peacock in Wagga in 1875. They had a family of 7. The first child, Elizabeth, died aged 11. The second, Ethel, died as a toddler. Then followed Lillian, Lionel, known as Gus, George Henry, Arthur and Myrtle. George married Beatrice Pendergast in Cooma in 1908. They eventually made their home at 32 Fitzharding Street, about 200 yards from the hotel. Their first child, Kathleen, was born in 1909 at the home of her maternal grandmother, Margaret, in Cooma. Then followed Jack in 1910, Harry in 1912, Doreen in 1913, Mary Aileen in 1916, George, who only lived a day, in 1919, and Margaret, known as Meg, in 1924, all born at home. Doreen was nicknamed Chub by her father, and is still affectionately known by that name today. Chub attended St. Mary's School up to 6th class, before she was required to stay home to help Beatrice, who was in poor health. A keen hockey player, Chub played for the Shamrocks team, and she also represented Wagga as a fullback. life's pleasures were simple: a trip to the beach, a picnic, or a sing-along around the piano for the family and friends.
Oh, them golden slippers, golden slippers I'm gonna wear because they look so neat. Oh, them golden slippers, golden slippers I'm gonna wear to walk the golden street.
Oh, my golden slippers have I laid away, 'cause I don't expect to wear 'em till my wedding day.
And my long-tailed coat that I love so well, I will wear up in the chariot in the morn.
And my long white robe that I bought last June, I'm gonna get it changed 'cause it fits too soon.
And the old gray horse that I used to drive, I will hitch him to the chariot in the morn.
Oh, them golden slippers, golden slippers I'm gonna wear.
I can remember as a child visiting Chub when she worked at Sherwood's, where she made blinds for the aircraft hangars at Forest Hill. Later she went to work for Dunlop's, starting as a machinist and finishing her career as a supervisor.
There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I rove. Still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home.
At Dunlop's she received a gold watch for 25 years service, and she later attended many dinners in Sydney with that company.
Everywhere I roam. Oh, darkies, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home.
Learning to drive in her 40s, Chubb bought a car and with George loved to travel to Queensland and Cooma amongst other places. At home she befriended Rosie and Ian Bradley, and later had the pleasure of meeting Rosie's parents, the Janiffs, when she went on a trip to Fiji with Bill and Aileen to visit Leon, having previously visited New Zealand with them together with Kath. A committed and caring person, Chubb has worked many hours for the All Bear Therapy Group at the Home of Compassion, as well as giving many hours to help her church, her friends and her relatives. Chub, we all wish you a very happy birthday and hope that you have peace and happiness for the rest of your life.
I've got some apologies from Ian and Rosie, Bill and Rusty Russell, Nolan and Gerald, Val, Terry, Norma and John, Colin and Greg, John, Bill, Judy Gray, Michael and Charmaine, Betty, Peter, and Meg's kids. Well, that's all I got here. Okay. Well, as you saw, 1913 was a special year. The first Commonwealth postage stamp, 1 penny, showing a kangaroo and an outline of a map of Australia was issued. The estimated population of Australia was 4,893,741, and first Commonwealth Treasury banknotes were issued. The Workers' Educational Association of New South Wales was founded. So the Education Department got a mention. And you were born. Happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you.
Chub from your family, say happy birthday. I'll put it over here. Down the road. You want it one at a time? You want to open it now, or you want to open them now? I'll bring you.
Oh, you better.
You can.
No, you've got to open them.
You've got to open them.
What is it? A lamb. What? Oh,
You can't get out.
the door's closed.
Around here, please.
We've gone. You're in the shower. No.
Must have watched out something.
Good girl.
We should play Nathan in the middle. Only Nathan missing. He's coming. He's over there.
What's that?
It's all right. It's all right. Who's going to sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, well, I had one when I was 70, my first one. I have my next one when I'm 80. So you know I'll be here when I have my 90.
That's a yeah. 2003 if we're alive. That big exciting. Long way on. I can't wait for the years.